Welcome to Mind Over Media,
where two brothers tackle headlines, hard truths, and hot takes with just enough wisdom to sound like we know what we're doing. I'm John Martin.
and I'm Jim Martin.
We're brothers, commentators, and occasionally civil.
Now, let's dive into the madness. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Jim Martin, and this is John Martin, and this is Mind Over Media.
This is Mind Over Media. Jim, we've talked a lot lately about WNBA.
Yes, we have. We have.
Some other things in sports. What's happening in the WNBA? Because it seems to be a big marketing point for the news lately.
The WNBA has been in the news almost every day.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it's because it's a fantastic league. The athletes are amazing.
Yeah.
And, sorry. I was reading the wrong thing here.
Yeah. You're reading about the fish in a fish tank.
Right.
No.
So the league is looking to secure its long-term financial stability and to navigate the complexities of player salaries and revenue sharing.
So wait a minute. So you struck me here. Long term. How long have we had the WNBA?
Oh, at least 6 months, 8 months.
6 months that people have been watching it.
Oh well,
right. But
when did Caitlin Collins come in? Isn't that when it started?
Caitlin Clark.
Oh yeah, Caitlin Collins.
Yeah, it's been out for a while, right?
Right. It's been probably good 10, 15 years maybe.
Yeah. So when they're talking long term, what are they looking at?
I think they're looking for future long term.
I hope not past long term.
So they're looking for like the next 50, 100 years.
Oh my goodness.
No. But the thing in this story, John, that struck me, was the how they were trying to figure out the revenue sharing for the salaries.
So here's the interesting thing: you've got all these women complaining they want more money.
Yes,
they want
pay us what we're worth.
They want to share the profits. If it were to go today, that they were to say, you know what, let's cut their salaries and give them a share of profits. They would actually lose.
Well, they'd have to pay money.
Yeah, they'd be paying money to play. Yeah. So here's what I hope, and I don't really hope this, but you've got Caitlin Clark, who's deservedly making.
Well, she is the WNBA right now.
Here's an interesting stat that I heard just a couple of days ago. When she is not playing, the average audience, this is nationwide, across all
games,
across everything, across all platforms.
Right.
You're looking at 364,000 fans watching.
When she's there?
No, when she's not there.
Okay.
When she's there, it's 1.6 million.
Yep.
It's unbelievable.
Well, she's been out with a groin injury.
Right. And it's dipped substantially.
Terribly. I mean, it's way down.
When you go from 300,000 viewers to 1.7 million just because you're in the game,
that's saying something.
Now, if they went by viewership, she'd be making a lot of money.
Right.
However, when you want a share of the profits,
you want revenue sharing then.
And if you're getting part of the revenue, you are not going to make money in the WNBA. In fact, you are better off taking that $75,000 a year or $100,000 a year salary.
Yeah.
Because if you get revenue sharing, they'll certainly take part of that salary away and say, hey, look, what we'll do is we'll reduce your salary by this much percentage, and we'll give you this much percent in revenue sharing. Now, there hasn't been a year that the WNBA has made money.
No, never.
So none of them would get a share of profits because there are no profits.
There's negative profit, so
do we take the money away from their now?
That's revenue sharing.
From their now $50,000 a year so you have to pay us $20,000 because you're part of this revenue.
Right. And you signed the contract.
Listen, WNBA gals, do not go with the profit sharing, at least just yet. You will lose money. Stick with what you've got.
Take the $75,000 a year.
Take it.
Enjoy it. It's a good salary.
Take it. What else you got, Jim? I'm so over this WNBA thing.
Oh, I'm loving it. I absolutely
I know you
love
are,
it.
and apparently so is everybody
this.
else in the world. I'm just...
Well,
my God.
I'll tell you what. The whole thing between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and...
That's the only reason people watch it.
That's it. And Angel Reese with this whole attitude of I'm the greatest, I deserve everything.
Look, here's what I said.
And Caitlin Clark with her
get on the
court, do her thing, and never say a word.
No, I say get them off the court, both of them. Get them in the damn octagon. Let them go at it for 15 minutes, and we'll see who comes out the winner. And that's it. And then maybe the WNBA could say, you know what, they're onto something. Let's put these players in the ring for a little bit.
Let's have a halftime show. Wants. Audience, you can pick which two go into the octagon.
Yeah. I mean, these fighters now, I think I saw something. They're averaging over $100,000 per fight. They're each fighting 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah, so
I mean, they're making some good money. So you ladies in the WNBA, you want some money?
There you go.
Take my advice.
There you go.
Get those two in the ring, set the standard, boom, you got it.
And you guys will make money on that, I guarantee.
You got it. Yeah, I'd watch that.
So would I pay to watch it?
I'd watch that. You won't have to anymore.
No.
No
UFC
more pay-per-views for the UFC. Thank
Paramount.
God. Paramount. Everything is going to be free on Paramount starting in January. Hats off to Paramount and hats off to Dana. Smart move.
Yes. Especially for me, since I don't pay for any pay-per-views.
Right. But I did.
I know.
I'm a fight fan. I love the fights. It's my one sport that I
actually will pay for.
I will pay for. I know a lot about the sport. I know some of the guys in that sport. And, yeah, it's enjoyable. And for me to be able to now sit at home and not have to pay $100 or even $70
right.
to watch. And you could watch the prelims for free.
But you don't watch
and then
UFC to watch the prelims. You want to see those 2 or 3 main events that they're having.
Yeah, every now and again, you're going to get that prelim that is just like amazing.
Right, of course.
But that's few and far between. You're really looking for those 3 or 4 fights on a good card. And now they're all going to be free, Jim. So thank you, Dana.
That's amazing.
And thank you, Paramount. I've always loved Dana White. I thought he's one of the...
He's brilliant.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's got a good brain, and
he's a go-getter.
Just thank you. I don't know why we brought that up or how we got into that.
I don't know either, but octagon.
Yeah,
getting the girls into the
girls
into the ring.
We could see them fighting on Paramount next year. What else?
Went to a fight and a basketball game broke out.
Right.
Well, kind of a basketball.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got, John?
Yeah, I feel like every time I talk on this microphone, I get accused. We get emails all the time. Jim, we really like you. You have some good points. Your brother is a conspiracy theorist.
Well, it's true. You are a conspiracy theorist.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
You can deny it all you want. Everything we talk about is like, no, this guy's government's doing this or they're hiding this.
Everything that I say has been proven true.
No, it hasn't. Everything is proven true in your own mind.
No. Look.
He reasons with himself, folks. He'll sit up at night and think, yep, I told you.
I just proved it. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Yes, he is.
But I do like a good conspiracy. And we were talking the other day about, and this is not a conspiracy.
Of course not.
But we were talking about how much I used to give to the cancer foundations and how it was near and dear to my heart. And I used to convince you, please give, we need this. And I, not just you, but everybody I knew. And it was important to me.
Yeah.
Then I realized that it's a farce.
Yeah.
When we've got hundreds of millions and billions, really.
Yeah.
We've done a little research.
Yeah, and since 1971, government alone has given grants of $160 billion for cancer research.
So in 50 years, we've got how much? 200 billion?
Yeah.
We'll call it 200 billion.
At least.
And there's 6 to 10 billion every single year. They weren't sure of a number, but they estimate between 6 and 10 billion of private donations. So you take that, let's call it 10 to make it easy.
Yeah.
That's another 400 billion.
Yeah.
Add to the government funds. You're looking at almost $1 trillion in 40 years, and we can't find a cure for cancer? Call me a conspiracy theorist.
No, I'm with you on this.
There's something wrong
I'm
here.
with you on this.
You know, when you see all these doctors, and God bless them, we do need the doctors, but when you see these researchers who go in there, much like a politician, who go in there for all the right reasons, and then they find out how much money is in research.
Yep.
And oh my gosh, you mean I
I'll
can
get
make
this
$1 million
for $3 billion.
All
I can spend $2 billion of it on grant.
All I got to do is keep this research going, and I'll get this $1 million every single year.
Well, here, John,
I'll write a paper or two.
Every year, it's like $7 billion in government grants.
Yeah.
$7 billion, and the U.S. is about 57% of that. The UK is about 9%. China 4%, Japan 4%.
Yeah.
And so, of course, the United States is well over half of all the funding going to it.
Yeah, it's sad.
And that money is just being turned around and going right back into people's pockets.
It really is sad. And if you think the medical industry
now, I'm not telling you, if
honest.
you want to donate to cancer, please donate to cancer.
No, don't.
No, if you want to, you can.
No, don't.
But it's
going to get wasted.
It's getting stolen.
Yeah,
it's getting stolen.
Don't. If you're going to donate to the cancer fund, give it to me, and I'll give it to somebody who's going to put it to good use. Do not give to the cancer foundations. It's a scam. As a matter of fact, our ex-president, Joe Biden, got in trouble for having the Biden Cancer Foundation.
Yeah.
Of which $0 went to cancer
research.
And when they audited that foundation, they immediately closed it. And one of the things they said was 100% of the funds went to funding the people who work there.
Right.
Well, then why are you even having a cancer research
It's not research
place?
Then. You're paying somebody's salary.
You're funneling money.
That's all it is.
You're getting a salary. Your wife's getting a salary. Your son's getting a salary. You're paying a couple of people, a couple $1,000s a month to put up a website, and you're scamming the frickin' people.
Stealing money from the Americans.
On the guise of this horrible, horrible disease that is killing millions and millions of people. And it drives me frickin' crazy. Not that I'm a conspiracy theorist. But that's real. That's not a conspiracy.
No, that's not a conspiracy. That is all you got to do is research it.
But sort of on that same thing with those years of research, we could have had a cure.
Yeah, we could have.
Do you remember back in the 1800s when we had steam engines?
Yeah, I think I was 4.
Yeah, you were about 4 because I was 5 at the time.
Right.
But there were steam engines back then.
Yes, of course there were.
And there were automobiles that ran on steam way before we had the internal combustion engine. Here's something you might not know. Those steam engines, back in the 1800s and early 1900s, do you know how fast they went?
Oh, upwards of 8-10 miles an hour?
Jim, they went over 100 miles per hour.
Really?
Some of them as fast as 120 miles per hour.
Really?
Yes.
Back then?
Back then. The last steam engine.
The first race cars weren't doing that.
Well, these weren't race cars.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I know. Imagine if we would have amplified that technology instead of converting to the internal combustion engine, which, do you know why we did that? Because you had these oil barons.
Well, because it was probably a lot cheaper than the steam engines.
Oh, yeah, a lot cheaper than water.
Well, a lot safer. No, I'm saying a lot safer than the steam engines.
safer.
Yes, steam engines were very dangerous.
Yeah, so they exploded. So here's what you do.
Yeah, so they exploded. So what?
Yeah, so do internal combustion engines. So here's what you do. You invest in making them better,
exactly.
And then 200 years later, we have a perfect motor that runs on water, which basically is what a steam engine ran on.
That's all it is,
Yeah. So you had these rich oil barons who decided, we can't have the steam engine.
Water's too
We've
cheap.
got to sell this frickin' oil, and the tires on those, they didn't used to have tires. They had the wheels like a wagon. And then the oil baron said, we got to put rubber on those things because rubber is made out of oil.
Yeah.
And everything that is ever made now has to have oil
Everything.
in it.
Every stitch of clothing.
Again,
shoes.
Not a conspiracy theorist, but if we would have taken the technology that we already had back in the 1700s, Jim, and expanded upon that, imagine where we would be
probably
today.
could have a pretty cool steam engine at this point.
And we
could.
You wouldn't have Greta over there in Sweden going, how dare you? That all that would be gone because we wouldn't have given them an excuse. What they would have done, they'll be out there trying to kill cows or something, saying they fart too much.
No,
because
they'll
they'll always have a
that,
reason for that.
That you're using too much water. That the oceans are sinking.
Right.
The land masses are growing.
Right. We're going to have to intentionally melt the icebergs to get water for the vehicles.
Yep. That's exactly what it would have been.
Yeah, there's something like they would come up with. There's always something.
But that's true.
Look at Al Gore.
That's true. But honestly, John, the sound of a internal combustion engine, and the speed that you can get from it nowadays, that's just something you just love.
Just told you could go over 100 miles an hour.
I understand.
In the 1800s. And the sound...
Like this.
It doesn't matter. The sound... do you think the first combustion engine sounded like...
Didn't. Of course it didn't.
Here's what it sounded like. Chunka, chunka, chunka. And it only became that...
No, I understand what you're saying.
Those guys evolved
I understand
that
what
technology.
you're saying. I'm just saying it would be a hard sell today with the gearheads around that love the internal combustion engine.
Okay, so let them, but expand upon
absolutely.
that
I'm
water
all for
technology.
Just like electric cars. I'm not against electric cars.
No,
I would never own one, but...
Nor am I. I'm not against them.
But sell them if
my
you want.
point is this, and you're missing my point.
No, I'm not missing your point. I get your point. I was just...
My point is we wouldn't have needed to have an oil engine if we would have expanded upon that. What do you remember that guy? God, what was his name?
Fred?
Fred. I had it written down somewhere, and I can't remember his name.
What was he?
He came out with this engine that was based on the old steam engine, and said, "Hey, look, I've got a way. We don't need gas for cars anymore." Got a couple.
This was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, got a couple of investors. Not that long ago.
It was a while ago.
30, 40 years.
Right.
And said, look, I've got this thing. I'll show you. And he had a dune buggy. And the dune buggy ran, and everybody saw it. It was on ABC, WABF News. And he had these investors. They went to dinner with these two investors and his brother.
Right.
The investors had some ties with some of the oil people, but they told him, we're interested. The guy left that meeting, got out front, told his brother, "Oh my God, they've poisoned me." 2 hours later, the son of a bitch is dead.
Yep.
Now they did an autopsy, and the autopsy said, "Nope, he had an aneurysm.
Yeah,
he just died of a normal aneurysm." Yeah. And by the way, we're going to burn his body tomorrow.
Yep, and all this stuff that he has is missing.
It's just gone. It makes me wonder,
Yep.
And again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but things like that, doesn't it make
strange.
you wonder?
That's strange.
Doesn't it make you wonder? Same thing with Tesla. And I'm not talking about the car.
No, you're
I'm talking about
Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla. This is a guy who was so smart.
Brilliant.
People talk about Einstein and he was so brilliant.
Nowadays Elon.
And these guys and Elon. Einstein was quoted as saying, I'm extremely average when compared to people like Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla
made Einstein average.
He said he is the smartest man that ever has and ever will walk on this earth. That's pretty big coming from Albert Einstein.
Yeah, I would say.
He apparently, well, everybody knows about the things that Tesla did. The cars are named after him.
Right.
That technology.
Tesla coil.
The Tesla coil.
Direct current electricity.
Yeah, no, alternating current
electricity.
Yeah. Right. But when he died poor and penniless. Mm-hmm. Partly because all these other people stole his ideas or tried to defame him and then expanded upon his ideas and made millions of dollars. One instance, the radio. Marconi always got credit for starting the radio. The Marconi Award is given out every year for the best broadcaster. Well, it should be the Tesla Award because Tesla actually invented the first radio. Marconi stole it and took it to the patent office.
Right.
They approved it, and he said, "Hey," and Tesla said, "Hey, wait, I brought that to you guys 4 years ago." And they said, "No, that got lost in the shuffle. We've already approved the Marconi one."
Right.
Now, after he died, they looked at it and said, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And he had it 4 years earlier, so we've got to give credit to him. But by now,
he's gone.
Everybody knows Marconi as the inventor of the radio, and it's a shame. And the same thing, with the alternating current and the direct current. All that stuff was stolen from him. He had this method. Everybody knows about his Tesla coil.
Yep.
He had an idea, and that was to draw energy
just from the surroundings,
from the earth.
Yep.
Everything has energy going through it. And he had explanations for it. He had diagrams for it. So he built this coil, and he said it's going to draw the energy from the ground and from surrounding.
Yep. From everything.
Everywhere else. He took these great big light bulbs, standard light bulbs of the day, but a little bit bigger.
Stuck them into the earth.
And he stuck them at different distances from the coil and said, I can light them up to 25 miles away without
nothing.
Without a
with
wire.
No wires, nothing.
Everybody laughed at him, pretty much laughed him off. And they said, we're not even going to come and look at that shit. That's stupid. Mm-hmm. So he said, fine, don't come. He put all these light bulbs out there, and when he turned that Tesla coil on,
and son of a bitch, if the 25-mile-an-hour one didn't, 25-mile one away didn't light up.
Well, not only did it light up, but it started out boom, 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 and all the energy in the town came
sunk down. Yep,
and then back up after the coil went on.
Yep.
So he was on to he was onto a lot of things. Now, again, not a conspiracy theorist. But Nikola Tesla, like I said, died penniless in New York.
And that is still out there.
Yeah, that technology. Yeah.
So,
well, you've heard of grounding.
Yeah.
And I turned you on to it. I showed you proof that it works. And we'll talk about that we'll have an episode.
Yeah, we'll have an episode on grounding.
But he knew about that before anybody could measure that stuff. But anyway, when Tesla died, he claimed to have 80 trunks full of ideas and inventions that would change the world. He had the death ray. Did you ever hear about the death ray?
No. I may have. I don't know. What is it?
So it was very similar to the Tesla coil, but it was a compression of energy that would shoot out, and you could direct it in one area, and it would disrupt everything. It would disrupt human behavior. It would disrupt anything that was. And he said, "Hey, look, you can use this in a lot of different ways. I don't want to use it for a weapon,
right?
But here are some things we can use it for." That's gone. But then soon after he died and his trunks disappeared. His 80 trunks that he said that he had. The U.S. government said, "Oh yeah, he only had 30."
Yeah.
So there's 50 trunks of these things that are gone. The death ray. Soon after that, we come out with the laser beam.
Yep.
All these things that Tesla said would happen.
Well, he had things for.
He invented the first remote control.
But
people don't know
also teleporting.
Yes,
all kinds of things.
So many things that he had. He said, "Look, I can make this go from here to here, and I'll show you." And nobody had time for that.
Yep.
They weren't interested in that. Well, I'll tell you what they wanted. How can I make money?
Yep.
He had J.P. Morgan when he he said, "Look, I need a patch of land, and I'll build my tower, and I can make power just out of nothing."
Yep.
And J.P. Morgan said, "Okay, great. I'll give you a bunch of money." He gave him, I think, an equivalent of which would be like $50 million in today's money. He got there. He started the project at, I think it was Waycliffe in New York is what they called it, in that area. You can still go there today and see it. They tore down the tower. But when J.P. Morgan went there and said, "How's progress going?" He goes, "It's great. Everybody's going to have free power in the entire world." And J.P. Morgan went, "What?" He said, "Yeah, what I'm building here is a way that we can power everything that needs electricity for free. Nobody will have to buy it. We won't have to run cables." And J.P. Morgan,
how am I going to make money on that?
100%. He was one of the original barons, and he said, "Look, my whole thing is to make money,
right?
Not give it away."
Right.
Shut down everything, had the tower disassembled, and removed all his funding, and said, "All of your inventions that you did here at Waycliffe are now mine."
Yeah.
And those have disappeared.
And I have all that stuff that I've written down and discovered, but I'm afraid to put it out there because I don't want to die.
Because you don't want to die. Yeah.
So,
and again, I don't want to make this show about
conspiracy
theories. I know we've already talked about them, but my God Almighty, if James Watt can invent a steam engine in 1776, and Robert Fulton, 30 years later, can say, "Hey, look, I can take that steam engine and turn it into a steamboat."
Yep.
You've got the engine, I've got a boat. Let's put them together, and we can make a steamboat.
And how long did we use steam engines in boats?
For a long time. I mean, we could have that technology today. We wouldn't need nuclear subs. We'd have hydro-powered subs. You talk about never running out of fuel. Man. I mean, but my point is, if James Watt can do that in 1776,
imagine what could have been done with all the research in that amount of time.
Yeah. So 1776, Watt invents it. Fulton invents it in 06, 07, 08, something like that. And then in the 1800s, that's when the first steam cars were made.
Yep.
So from 1800 to 1925, and then suddenly in 1920. Now keep in mind, in the 1800s, and then between 1905 and 1920, they're setting. They're going 100 miles an hour, and then suddenly in 1925 they say, "Okay, shut it down."
Yep.
It's kind of like that space program you think we had. We go to the moon, and then suddenly say, "Okay, shut it down."
All right.
But honestly, it's very similar, right? Let's shut it down. We've achieved everything we ever wanted to do.
Okay.
Now let's just sell oil.
Actually, no, it's not like that because you're assuming that there's no way to do that, and now this way you're saying they shut it down because it's too efficient.
I'm saying they shut that down to make money on oil.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, anyway, what else you got, Jim? You got to have something.
Well, I have a feel-good story.
What's it about?
Well, it's about a guy. He was a Michigan auto worker.
Speaking of autos, right?
A Michigan auto worker.
He's going to fit right in.
And he was known as Big Red.
Okay.
And back in 2015, he worked in the auto plant making, I think he was putting together Ford Edges. at the time.
Oh my God, I remember the Edge.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a beautiful car.
Yeah.
But this was back in 2015, and in June of this year, he got a Facebook notification from somebody asking him a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you lose your wallet a long time ago?
You know what I thought the question was going to be?
What?
Did you invent the candy Big Red? Do you remember those things?
Yes, I loved them.
Yeah. So,
but anyways, he answers the guy and says, "Who is this?" And the guy says, "I found a wallet with your name, with your driver's license in it, between the transmission and the air filter casing in a car that I was working on. It's a 2015 Ford Edge."
And how many years ago was this?
This would have been from 2015 to now, so what, 20 years?
Yeah, 20-some years. Yeah, 20
No,
years.
10 years.
10 years? Okay, so
yeah,
10 years.
10 years. So 10 years ago, he lost this wallet.
Yeah.
This guy finds it in June and returns it to him. And it still had the $15 in cash, his driver's license, his work ID, a lottery ticket, and $275 in gift cards.
Well, let me just say this.
Here we go, folks. Conspiracies at its best.
And I know 100. Now listen, some guy loses his wallet, and 10 years later, the guy says, "Oh, here's your wallet. Look, it's even got the money back. It's even got the money in it."
Yeah.
And there's $15. That guy could have had, 15,000 in there, but he doesn't remember that because it's 10 years ago. So the guy,
I would never remember losing a wallet with $15,000.
and of course not 15,000.
Yeah,
but it could have been, 300-400.
Okay.
That guy's not going to say, "I had $345 in there. You're only giving me 15 back." You know what that guy did? He took that $300.
What?
He left.
You're such an ass.
He left a 15 just so the guy
there's
would
cash in the wallet.
Yeah, so he'd say, "Look, I'm not a thief."
Yeah. Well, he didn't take the lottery ticket.
No, because he already checked it.
No, he didn't, and that's the good part of this story.
How do we know he didn't?
Is
check
it was a winner, and the Big Red cashed it in.
Stop.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know you're kidding because that's a lie. And no, and I'll tell you about those gift cards too. And I don't even know the story, but I'll tell you about those gift cards. That guy checked when he found the gift cards. He said,
"You're such a cynic, man."
He said,
"Oh
"Are
my
these
goodness,
even valuable?" And he called, and they're out of business, or they're no longer valid.
$275 worth of gift cards.
Yeah, that are no longer valid because it was from Punky's Chicken House that went out of business. So he's like, "And look, your $15 and all your gift cards are still there." Yeah,
I got my 300 though.
Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, John.
Jesus, and that guy's not going to remember, the $10 gift card that he had for Walmart or Walgreens because that's already gone and in that guy's back pocket.
Oh, what a cynic.
Crickets.
I'm sorry, folks. It was supposed to be a feel-good story.
It is a feel-good story.
But he turns it into some thief taking advantage of some poor guy who lost his wallet.
Because that's what happened.
No, it is not what happened. Some people are actually good in this world, John.
Oh, yeah. That's why we've cured cancer and have oil.
I didn't say government. I said people.
Well, government is people.
Well, okay. Who gives all the funding to cancer?
Well, the government, which is the people and you and me and our neighbors.
Now you're
and
saying
everybody
that nobody else donates out of the goodness of their heart.
No, I used to donate out of the goodness of my heart.
Okay, so that's good people, John.
Yes.
It's not everybody is evil.
Right, and then you learn that what you're giving to is an evil cause.
Exactly, but say you found a wallet that had $200 in it and the driver's license and everything, what's going to happen?
Well, that guy
guy's going to get $5 back.
He might get $15 back.
You're terrible, man. You are terrible.
Oh, boy. Anyway, folks, we love you.
You guys, please give us some information. Send us some requests. Let us know what you want to talk about.
Send us some money so we can donate it.
Yeah, we'll donate it for you. Anyways, give us some feedback. mindovermedia@usa.com.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Check us out on all the social media sites.
Hit us up on all those socials. Please, guys, tell a friend. Spread the word for us. We're depending on you guys.
Like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, do it. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, you guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.